Hi, I'm Darryn Farrugia and welcome. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of setting up some kind of practice routine that you can use when you have a practice pad sitting in front of you. On a number of occasions over my many years of teaching, I've had students turn up for a lesson, and then when I've asked them what kind of practice they do on a practice pad to develop their technique, I usually get this answer. Yeah, I kind of practice on the practice pad in front of the TV. No. That's not practice. What I'm trying to promote here is focused practice, where you're actually practicing something with an aim in mind. You have a routine, you know exactly what you're going to practice, and you're doing it in an environment that's not going to give you any distractions. So here are a few tips to keep in mind when you go to practice. If you're using your phone as your metronome, put it on airplane mode so that you're not getting distracted by wanting to check emails, text messages, social media, etc. Take a cup of tea or coffee with you, even some biscuits if you like. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. I would also recommend keeping some kind of practice diary where you write in the exercises that you're playing, you date that, and you make a record of the tempo that you're playing at. And this way you can keep track of your progress. There's nothing more inspiring than looking back at your practice diary to see how you've improved. This is really important. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to share a tip with you that may actually help you warm up just that little bit quicker. So what I wanted to share with you today is the very first thing you should do when you get into the practice room, and that is warm up. Now, a warm up is designed to help loosen your muscles, warm them up, stretch things a little bit. You shouldn't play an exercise that's too strenuous or too fast. This will only build tension in the muscles and will actually have the opposite effect of what it is that we're trying to achieve when we warm up. My warm up of choice is an exercise that I've come up with called big singles. And basically it is what it says. It's a single stroke roll and it's big. So what it is a single stroke roll using full strokes at a kind of medium tempo. I usually play this exercise as 16th notes at 100 beats per minute for 4 minutes. Here's what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the idea is to stay relaxed. You should be using full strokes, aiming for full range of motion and full rebound from the sticks. There should be no tension whatsoever. I do that for 4 minutes. In terms of grips, I try to maintain as loose a grip as possible. I'm a traditional grip drummer, so in my right hand, I'm using my middle finger as my fulcrum, trying to get that big loose stroke going. And in my left hand, I really open up my left hand to allow the stick to extend beyond the range of the fingers. That's what this would look like. This allows me to get to 90 degrees, even beyond 90 degrees if I'm playing at a tempo that I can manage that. If you're playing match grip, then make sure that your left hand matches your right hand. So middle finger fulcrum on your left hand as well. In terms of tempo, I've practiced this from a range of 80 beats per minute up to 100 beats per minute. The most important thing, as I said, is that there is no tension. Any tempo slower than 80 beats per minute may not allow the stick to be in perpetual motion. The idea is that the stick is moving all the time. Here's what I mean. At this slower tempo, I'm able to keep the sticks moving. I think anything slower than this, then the stick is probably going to want to stop when it gets to the top of its stroke. So for tempo range, depending on how good your technique is, I would recommend anything between 80 and 120 beats per minute. Remember, you're going to be playing this for 4 minutes, so you want to make sure that there's no tension building up during that time. Once you get to the end of your 4 minutes and you've stopped playing, you should feel a sensation almost like your muscles in your forearm are tingling, and that's exactly what we want to achieve. Remember, no tension. What we're trying to achieve is warming up, stretching the muscles. So what you'll experience is the blood rushing into the forearm muscles and warming everything up. So here's the tip that I was talking about before. If you're having trouble warming up, or if the practice room that you're in is really cold when you get in, turn on the heater and rest your sticks on the heater. Actually warm up your sticks. There's nothing nicer than holding a warm pair of sticks, and it's going to get your hands warm a lot quicker. So this is the first thing you're going to do when you get into the practice room. We're going to build on this routine, and in the next video I'm going to show you a really great exercise for the weak hand. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.